The Brainbox presents 11 common traits of happy people that you can copy. In any group of people, be it friends or family, there always seem to be those who are genuinely happier than others. If you've ever looked at these people and wondered what they do that makes them so happy, here are some ideas for you, and if you haven't, then you are probably the happy person that everyone else is looking at. The truly and deeply happy people among us probably have many or all of these habits in their lives, and by understanding each of them, you can start implementing them in your own life. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing so you won't miss interesting videos like this. 1. They don't make happiness their goal. It was Viktor Frankl who wrote, in his book Man's Search for Ultimate Meaning, that happiness must ensue. It cannot be pursued. It is the very pursuit of happiness that thwarts happiness. The more one makes happiness an aim, the more he misses the aim. In other words, you cannot simply wake up one day and tell yourself that in a week's, months, or year's time, you'll be a happy person. Happiness is a byproduct of the people and events in your life, so when you focus on these, the happiness would occur by itself. 2. They embrace the uncertainty of life. We can't even accurately predict the future, and facing unexpected events is an unavoidable part of life. The way in which we approach these unforeseen circumstances, however, does impact our enjoyment of them. By accepting the uncertainty of life, when we encounter such events, we are better prepared to go with the flow, rather than trying to ignore them or push them away. When you embrace the situation you find yourself in, however unexpected, it reduces stress levels, heightens awareness, and leaves you able to find comfort and peace regardless of whether things are good or bad. 3. They appreciate the abundance in their lives. Happy people are more likely to have a glass-half-full kind of attitude towards life and are able to truly appreciate the things that they do have instead of lusting after the things they don't have. If you only ever think about all the things that you'd like to have, how are you ever meant to enjoy the things in your life right now? The truth is that you can't, because no matter what you achieve or gain, you'll be forever wanting more. 4. They accept past events rather than dwell on them. One of the greatest fallacies of the human mind is the belief that you can change the past. While it should be clear to people that this is not possible, there is a large proportion of the population who really struggle to grasp what this means. Happy people get it on a fundamental level. They understand that what's happened has happened, so you might as well accept it and let go. You can't live in the past, so while it makes sense to remember it in a factual, this is how it happened way, there is no point in expending energy on it in the form of regret, anger, or sadness. 5. They learn from their mistakes. It was novelist Paulo Coelho who said something along the lines of, "A mistake repeated more than once is a decision," and happy people understand the truth in this. When a happy person identifies that they've made a mistake with something, they try their best to understand what the mistake was and how it was made. They do this so that they can avoid making the same mistake again. 6. They ask for help when they need it. To many people, the idea of asking for help is something that fills them with anxiety and dread. They equate it with exhibiting weakness, and they believe it runs the risk of going down in the opinions of others. What these people don't realize, but happy people are better at understanding, is that asking for help is actually a sign of strength. It shows that you have recognized a weakness and are prepared to receive the assistance of another. 7. They choose the right people to spend time with. As we move through life, the type of people that we most closely relate to and enjoy spending time with change. And yet many of us will try to cling on to old friendships purely because of familiarity and shared experience. If you should ever reach a stage where you realize that you no longer enjoy the company of a particular person, it isn't wise to try and maintain the connection with them from a purely etiquette-driven position. 8. They regularly re-evaluate their goals. Achieving a goal is only a success if your heart is still wholly invested in it, so happy people will take the time to look again at the goals they have made to ensure that they still resonate with the person they are now. So you might well have planned to be a homeowner by the time of your 30th birthday, but if, at the age of 27, you are content with your current living conditions and the pressure of having to save up to buy somewhere would cause you unnecessary stress, either do away with the goal or adjust it to better fit your lifestyle and desires. 9. They don't overthink things. The moments and events that happen throughout our lives exist in a reality that is quite different from the ones that we are often guilty of creating in our minds. So many of us suffer from busy mind syndrome, and this causes us to corrupt the past and present with thoughts that are fabricated entirely from thin air. Overthinking is a vicious plague that has infected much of the population, and it can be difficult to free the mind from. Happy people tend not to suffer it quite so much. 10. They have people or passions that they cherish. We once more turn to the work of Viktor Frankl to discuss the importance of having people to love or causes that you are passionate about in your life. According to Frankl, these are the two primary routes to finding meaning, which will directly impact your underlying sense of happiness. Without a sense of meaning, you are more likely to face regular bouts of unhappiness, so finding a source of meaning that you can tap into is a surefire way to provoke positive feelings. 11. They practice acts of kindness. There is a virtuous circle linking happiness and kindness, and it's one that has been shown in more than one scientific experiment. You may think that being happy makes you more kind, and this is true, but the causality can go both ways. In other words, being kind can make you happier. If you can uncover the chance to perform one act of kindness each day, then regardless of how big or small they may be, it can leave you feeling more buoyant about life in general. Try it out and see the difference it makes. Remember, this is not a comprehensive list of every trait that happy people have, and not every happy person has to exhibit everything you saw here. But if you can see your way to implementing as many of them into your own life, then you will stand yourself in good stead for a happier and more joyous future. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. As always, subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.